Oklahoma City gear. So this morning, Matt Tumbleson of the Oklahoma City Thunder sent me a package, a nice little care package with some goodies in there, including this little thing.
Oh, that's nice.
Hey, did that thing pop up out of the box and just flop over the side?
Yeah. Probably.
Okay, let's get to the NFL. Shout out to Oklahoma City for doing that, and shout out to you for representing small towns, smaller markets, right here on ESPN.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're in the middle of a dynasty, and they have the back-to-back MVP, but certainly Oklahoma City is not New York City in the sports media world. Let's move along, though, and talk a little bit about the NFL. Matthew Stafford signs a gigantic deal here with the Los Angeles Rams. We knew this was coming. They draft Ty Simpson early.
That's right.
Okay, they draft Ty Simpson early. And Sean McVay publicly was very open about how this is Matthew Stafford's team. However long Matthew Stafford wants to play quarterback, he will be our quarterback. This is a Hall of Famer and everything like that. Now they give him this massive deal. How long do we know? What does this mean? And how do you see it playing out for the Los Angeles Rams and fresh white teeth Stafford?
Yeah, well, I think what happens here is it's a couple of things. First of all, you're talking about the reigning MVP. So somebody that's in that position deserves to be rewarded, and he was. And then, of course, they go out and they draft Ty Simpson with the 13th overall pick. And I would think that also, in a backhanded way, enters into the equation. Okay, so we got the MVP. We got a guy where we just took a quarterback when he won the MVP. Let's show him how much we love him, appreciate him, and want him here in the future. So he goes out and signs an extension worth $55 million in new money, up to $60 million with incentives. He now has 2 years left on his deal, $95 million up to $105 million, depending on incentives. And I think Matthew Stafford always was going to approach this year to year and will, again, continue to approach it year by year. But the truth of the matter is, I think with a deal like this, it shows that he's truly thinking and probably planning on playing a couple of years at this point in time. Doesn't mean he will, but I think the signs now point in that direction that they have Stafford in 26, Stafford in 27, and they can begin to get Ty Simpson potentially ready for the 28 season.
Okay, so Aaron Rodgers, 1 year left. He says this is it. Stafford, seemingly 2 more years left. Let's continue to watch their greatness. Los Angeles Rams always going to be in it. Pittsburgh Steelers maybe as well. Congrats to Staff getting another $100 million.
Yeah.
Beast.
Aaron signed for $22 million.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People are saying this is crazy what's going on here in Pittsburgh. Matthew Stafford, fresh off an MVP in Los Angeles, completely different story. I don't think you hear one Rams fan going, doesn't deserve it.
No.
Everybody there is like, yep, happy you did it, and congrats to him being an old-ass quarterback. Old-ass quarterbacks always take a smaller deal. Peyton even got a smaller deal whenever he got older. Tom Brady, $25 million, I think, whenever he was an old-ass quarterback. Drew Brees, old-ass quarterback, smaller deal. Obviously, Aaron, it's happening now, smaller deal. Old-ass means you're great, by the way. That's the only reason why you become an old-ass quarterback in the NFL. But this is certainly a massive deal for an old-ass quarterback, I think. And that goes to showcase what Matthew Stafford has been to this Rams organization, which is why I think McVay had to play it the way he played it after the draft with Ty Simpson. Now, let's pivot away from Los Angeles, go to New York, actually New Jersey. Shane gets a new deal. This means Harbaugh doesn't hate him? Is that what this means? These two are going to be able to work together, or what does this indicate?
I think it means that Joe Shane played this the way he should have, because in the eyes of most Giant fans, they wanted to see a change. We're ready to make a change, and the Giants hold off on making a change at GM while making a change at head coach. And they have Joe Shane kind of supervise it. He flies down to pick up Harbaugh by himself. And I think he's smart enough to essentially turn over the organization to John Harbaugh, to have it run the way that he wants, and then to be a survivor. And not only a survivor, but then get an extension out of it. And sometimes when you see a big-name head coach come in, that is a ticket for somebody like Joe Shane to stay on and be there longer if they play it the right way. And in this particular situation, clearly he did. The Giants reward him. And obviously John Harbaugh had to be comfortable with it, had to sign off on it. Otherwise, it wouldn't have happened. So, yeah, Joe played this absolutely how he should have, and he now lands an extension out of it.
Now, that opening press conference where he's talking about John, it was like, oh, wow, sounds like somebody just got told that they're now lieutenant instead of captain.
Tippy
and
toes.
they felt like that was taking place, and we thought this was inevitably going to be an end of Joe Shane. Instead, I think he and Harbaugh probably start seeing things the same way, and that team has more hope than they've had in a long, long time about the future. Connor has a question about something that's seemingly lingering over there.
Yeah, Schefter, no hope with Malik Neighbors' knee. What's the deal? Harbaugh basically came out and said, yeah, right there. It's not a simple knee injury. What does that mean? Is this something that is going to linger, and that second surgery wasn't as much as planned as we originally thought? Or what's the deal here with Malik Neighbors?
Look, we'll start off with the fact that he's in the building, he's working hard, he's rehabbing, he's trying to get back as soon as he can. But saying all that, I just don't like the way that any of this sounds, right? There's a second knee surgery. There's some scar tissue and stiffness that they need to address. It's a complicated procedure. They don't know if he'll be ready for opening day.
Whoa.
It certainly sounds like, at the very least, opening night against the Dallas Cowboys. That game. And look, Jackson Dart is the quarterback of the future there. If we go back to last year when they finally called on Jackson Dart and Malik Neighbors played one half of football together. This should be the Giants' future together.
Oh, wait. Okay, we got a little bit of trouble here, seemingly, for Malik Neighbors, who we all hope to see grow with Jackson Dart, and also with Scadaboo in the back. I mean, New York Giants have the future. I mean, it is.
My apologies. He went for 170 against Colts. It was hard not to.
Everybody did, though.
We didn't.
On that note, Schefter, Nate Bargatze, huge Tennessee Titan fan, football lover, has a question for you.
Yeah, do you think with the Titans getting the Super Bowl, or Nashville getting the Super Bowl in 2030, 85% chance the Titans are in it?
That's a good question.
How you feel about
Hey, that's a good question. You kind of get it now.
Yeah.
Nate, I think that might be low.
Wow. There we go.
Wow. I like that.
Too. And if the league is going to write the script and get ahead of it this far in advance, there's no reason you wouldn't want to put the Tennessee Titans in the hometown Super Bowl in their new stadium, right? Like, at least at least. And if you haven't heard by now, Cam Ward is on this new diet. They got rid of all those seed oils there in Tennessee. He's lost 10 pounds since last season. And I think Tome was the one that pointed it out. The fact that Cam Ward had this great touchdown to interception ratio last season when they struggled on offense, didn't have the weapons that they do now, going out and adding Wan'Dale Robinson, Carnell Tate, and maybe most important, Brian Daboll to run the offense. So I really believe that Cam Ward is in line to have a big year this year. Now, we could start planning the Super Bowl in 2030 if you want. We could begin to look ahead to that.
Yeah.
If that's going to bring you some happiness in this holiday weekend, we should definitely do that, and we should anoint the Titans favorites for the 2030 Super Bowl right now. I know that's going to piss off some people in the studio there in Indianapolis there, Nate, but I'm happy to do that for you in this holiday weekend.
Yeah. No, Chef, are you like a mentally? Are you able to see the future?
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that because it sounded like you were
Rams next year with Stafford.
He said it.
That's obvious.
And then Titans
2030.
Come on.
Now,
Yeah.
hold on, we got the Rams going to the Super Bowl next year. The year after, the Falcons. Look, Kevin Stefanski should have them back by then. Could be the year after. The Raiders, like, you could see Mendoza in year 3 finally taking hold and playing the Super Bowl at Allegiance, and then Cam Ward in the new stadium. Yeah, so it just lines up really perfectly for each of those 4 franchises.
Well, who told you this? Was it Oz that told you these things? Because I'm going to have to wonder. You know, I've been told maybe not.
What?
Wow.
Maybe not what?
I've been told he's maybe not.
A mind reader?
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe not much of a mental.
Are you familiar?
I don't believe you.
Familiar with?
Do you know Oz?
You don't think it's real?
I think it's real.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what the way you asked that. I don't know what the way
My
you
dad's a
asked.
magician.
Really?
Yeah.
So, having been with him through any number of his acts, you might be able to explain some things.
Okay.
But there is no way that you could explain to me, having been there side by side with the guy, how he does some of those things. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, I'm sure there are tricks.
Not just anybody.
Yeah.
Sure that
Some people know. Okay. Have you ever seen Penn and Teller Fool Us? Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen the show Penn and Teller Fool Us? Have you ever seen this?
No, but I'm aware of it.
Oh, he's pissed.
Okay, so what
Schefter's pissed.
You didn't see Fool Us.
Schefter's pissed.
What I'm being told is basically if Oz was to go on there, I think Penn and Teller might not understand what's going on, but this guy does. Mm-hmm. This guy does.
Hey, what if during the White House Correspondents' Dinner, right before that guy ran in, he goes, "Hey, we should all get down." Would that have changed? Would that you've been blown away?
Yeah.
By
That
that
would've.
Yeah.
That would have been. He's there on the stage. He goes, I ducked down a little bit, boys. He goes right before they get.
None of this shit's coming out.
Yeah.
If that happens, then he's getting investigated immediately.
Big time.
Oh, they're going to say he's the one that set it up.
Maybe that's why he couldn't say it. Because he goes, would you want to go down that hole?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of those moments.
But you started him going down like an elevator behind, like a little bit before. You're like, yeah.
That's a great call.
Yeah.
I would have put all
I
this
forgot.
to bed.
I forgot he was there.
That was, he was.
He was
there.
He was
there.
He was the one on
He knows
the
He was up there.
Yeah.
He knew it.
Which maybe that's why they felt obligated to be like, hey, he's maybe not. Okay, we need to understand that he's maybe not making the
But
handkerchief
I think
disappear.
he started going down.
You're saying we think he knew.
I think he went down,
go back
and
and
I
look
don't
at the
think you
tape.
could say it out loud because again, they're not gonna, you can't
Believe him.
handle that this dude's knowing this stuff.
I don't know. They do.
All right,
agree.
All right, there's a chance. Oz, good luck out there.
Anything on that, Schefter? Go ahead.
Oz, good luck out there, dude. Anytime your gimmick's getting investigated, I think your gimmick worked.
I think it worked. I think it worked.
I think your gimmick
He's
worked.
the man.
Congrats to him. And also, there are as many things he did to me that I would not fully comprehend. Just walking up.
Like what?
You need to. The way that was said is I was trying to figure out how to deliver the news.
Oh, okay.
So
What
sorry
did
for
he
the way.
do to you?
Are you all right?
I mean, he got my credit card number. Just walked right up to me. First time I ran into this guy. I'm like, how's he know my credit card number?
How do you get
Yeah,
the draft
that's
order?
crazy.
How do you get the draft order right with the players?
I don't know. I've met him
Michael
10
Penix?
times. He's never remembered my name, so that should be a skill. I think.
All right.
Unethical magic, man.
All right, last question here as we move on, please. Go ahead, Ty.
Shefty, Jack Campbell signed a massive extension yesterday, and I think a lot of people maybe assumed that after they didn't pick up the fifth-year option. Money-wise, it didn't really work, but then, some people thought maybe same thing was going to happen with Tyler Linderbaum before he went to the Raiders. Was this always kind of the expectation that the Lions were going to get something figured out with Jack Campbell, and where do they go from here? Because they still have a lot of young talent that they need to get new deals for.
Yeah, listen, I think this is a whole work in progress because there are a lot of players that have to get paid there. Jahmyr Gibbs, I would think, would be next. See deals at some point this summer for Jahmyr Gibbs, for Bijan Robinson. Those are going to be big blockbuster deals. The running back position, the Lions will want to sign Sam Laporta, their tight end, who's tremendous in that offense, great player. They get Jack Campbell out of the way. And again, I think these are the challenges that are there for this franchise that has been so close in recent years